always follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
This hour sponsored by Better. Better Picks, a daily fantasy sports app where your sports knowledge turns into real cash fast. Download Better or visit BETR.app now. Better.app. Get it now. Sign up today. Free money. No deposit necessary.
Fun hour on tap here as we're live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino. We'll expand on the Major League Baseball card. I will give you strong numbers in this Red Sox-Blue Jays game coming up in 15 minutes. Matt Youmans on the program. Bottom of the hour, best bets college in the NFL. Right now we head out to the Progressive Guest Line as a morning show host here, VSiN by the Books, along with Dave Ross. Jensen Lewis joins the program. He also covers the Cleveland Guardians, played for the team as well. Jensen, good afternoon. This is unbelievable what we're watching. How are you?
Surreal, boys. For 5 innings last night, it looked like the bleeding was going to get stopped here, and that's what you turned to your ace for in Tarek Skubal. But the infamous attempt to do the Mark Burley play, through the legs, I think, really put him off kilter there. And then, of course, fellas, I've been part of, unfortunately, a hit by pitch where I basically broke a guy's face in high school, so I know the emotion of what Tarek Skubal went through. Like it is unfathomable how he was able to continue in that game because it is just such a cataclysmic emotional event. So you could see it all unravel in the 6th, and then no balls out of the infield. This is guards ball, guys. This is what they've been doing all year, and the starting pitching. Basically, just put all 6 names in a hat, pick whoever you want because they've been that dominant day in and day out.
Okay, well, here you go. The guy is a big favorite again as of right now to win the American League Cy Young. If not the best pitcher in baseball, he's top 2, top 3, whatever. Like the bleeding was supposed to stop yesterday, and you're cruising along, right? They're getting nothing off the guy. Now, a couple more runs would have been nice, but you blow that game. So again, as somebody who has been a part of this, you played, right? Like, what's the feeling in that clubhouse? And then going back to the hotel room last night, they're probably thinking, my God, this is never going to end.
It's a silent bus ride, to say the least.
Oh, well.
And then, it's a lot of soul searching of what it feels like whatever can go wrong continues to go wrong. And so I thought that the best thing going for them was the off day on Monday. Get away from the field, don't watch any TV, just kind of pack it up and spend some time with your family, clear the mind, and then be ready to go. And, again, credit where it's due. And Gavin Williams, 12 punch outs, like they were not hitting him, whatsoever. And I know one mistake for him, with Riley Green, but guys, this is now a tsunami that has engulfed Detroit, and there is no rest for the weary. Pauly, you said it. Jack Flaherty's career numbers against Cleveland have been good, but his recent form is awful, and that's no good going up against Tanner Bybee, who has been basically untouchable here for the Guardians the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's, again, going back into the clubhouse, that's where they're going to need an unbelievable performance from a starting pitcher to get out of this. I mean, this is following them around. This is national news about this is an epic collapse. 2.5 weeks ago, you had an 11-game lead. And now you're not even in first place. And now imagine, you got to be thinking this every day. My God, we can miss the playoffs now.
Yeah, and Pauly, I think you and Mitch, and probably Mitch, you had said it was 150-1 at BetMGM at the All-Star break that you could have gotten the Guardians, and then upwards of like 80-1 at the end of August. So it's seismic numbers, and the ones that now matter the most are the season series tiebreaker in the hands for the Guardians. And looking ahead, guys, and I know these teams won't, but we can. Texas has basically got most of their studs that are going to be unavailable offensively. Semion's done. Seager's done. Wyatt Langford, they just shut down. Yep. DeGrom is going to pitch tonight and is probably not going to pitch again because Texas is eliminated. So it's pretty free and clear here if you're Cleveland. If you take care of business tonight, you got a stranglehold on the division, and Detroit is going to have to go up the Fenway where, Boston may still have a lot to play for either in the first or first 2 games of that series. So it could not have been breaking better now for just a historic performance from Cleveland.
Does it continue tonight? You mentioned the starters. During the last 18 games, they're 11-0 with a 1.34.
Yeah, I played. I didn't get the better of the number early, but I saw it. I mean, again, this is the FOMO bet, right? You would feel bad if you didn't at least have. If they lose, fine, but I would not want to miss out on it. And the vibe in the city, guys, is unbelievable. It was an October atmosphere last night. They had, I think, about 10,000 walk up there at the stadium, 29,000 plus. We do have rain in the forecast here tonight, so they may delay it a little bit. It looks like it's supposed to rain right up until about 7 o'clock. First pitch is at 6:40, so. My guess is they'll wait till they got that clear window because they want Bybee to be free and clear to go out and dominate again.
Okay, yeah. So I thought first pitch was 6:40. Right now on ESPN.com,
Yep.
It says rain delay, top of the first.
Oh, yep.
So I'll give you what Kevin Roth, meteorologist, does this great job with sports, ties in sports betting all the time. His forecast for this game said a batch of rain moving in early could cause a late start. It appears that way anyway. Yep. It will gradually dissipate, and the game will play 9 clean innings regardless of a late start or not.
Yep, that sounds right. Consistent with what we've heard here as well.
Okay. Boy, I'll tell you, I mean, all of this being said, Cleveland and the fact that they're feeling this good right now, like the exact opposite, right, for the Tigers, as we said, just like how do you not, and the conversations that you're probably not even saying a word. Meanwhile, on the flip side, when you're feeling like this, right, everything's going right, what is that like in a clubhouse?
You're kind of galvanized, too, with what happened with Fry, and it sounds like the medical reports were that he avoided the worst, which is great to hear. Mm-hmm. Sounds like about a 6 to 8 week recovery. Facial fractures, you can obviously understand for those that saw the replay or saw it happen live. So credit to all the EMTs, everyone involved in his care immediately there. But for the foreseeable future, David Fry unavailable. So another galvanizing point here, almost like do it for David and what happened last night. I think the thing you hang your hat on, guys, number one, from the good side. The pitching last year, if you remember, it was a historically dominant bullpen for Cleveland. And then ironically, Detroit, after waving the white flag and trading Jack Flaherty to LA, they go on the miraculous run with Skubal and their bullpen. And we're basically a Lane Thomas grand slam off of Skubal in Game 5 of the division series being the difference of Detroit not advancing into the league championship series. So it's a cruel twist of fate if you're a Tiger fan, because you felt that close and you basically ran away and hid for the first half of the year, but could not be crashing down any harder. And Cleveland at this point, you just ride the highs, guys. Anything you've touched turns to gold, and that's where they're at right now.
It's a great point. Because I remember that game. It was a Sunday night game, and Hinch basically said, middle of August, we're thinking about shutting Skubal down. Right. And I had huge tickets on Class A to win the Cy Young last year. And then the Tigers got super hot. And this is now the team, the Guardians, who, I mean, with those betting controversies with the back end of the bullpen that was so good last year. And they traded Bieber. And it's like, okay, boys, it doesn't matter. Let's just go on this magical run. And here we are.
And remember, they did not trade Quan. There was a lot of smoke around the potential packages they could get for him. That would have been the massive white flag here in Cleveland. And I go back to the Class A part of this too, guys. Could you imagine? Because the Cleveland at that point was thinking we're probably done, and they were really entertaining some high value offers for Class A. If that deal gets done before the news comes out that Sunday night, could you have imagined the firestorm of the acquiring club? What a mess that would have been. But fast forward to today, Cade Smith has been automatic. Gaddis was amazing last night. Sabrowski has been the unsung hero. They're doing it again, guys. It is just unbelievable and unfathomable to see what's unfolding in front of us.
Toronto up a game. Dodgers up a game and a half. Cleveland and Detroit tied. Detroit up a game on Houston. Mets up a game on Arizona and Cincinnati. I can't believe this with 5 days left. Do you like anything else tonight, or also maybe you recommend a future in how this plays out?
Yeah, and again, I know Mike Palm and I will have rooting interest for the Brewers. I got them at 22-1 to win the National League. I have the Padres at 13-1. So kind of however that iteration ends up. And the Cubs better figure it out too. Otherwise, they're going to be flying out to Petco for that wild card series. Tonight, I do like the Red Sox. I think Crochet gets the better of Scherzer, although I think this is Scherzer's last stand for anything. I don't even know if they can take him onto a postseason roster there, regardless if it's a wild card series or into the division series. I do feel that the Red Sox get it done. Yankees should be able to take care of business. And then here we go, headed into the weekend where the Yankees should be able to take care of the Orioles. And then whatever happens, with Toronto and Tampa over the weekend at Rogers Center. I would say the other one, I like the under. I played the under in the Reds, the under 7. It's going to be great with Skeens and Green. If I'm going to pick a side, I'll pick the Reds because this is it. They got to win. And I feel like tonight, if you're going to do it, it probably is not going to be against Skeens. Guys, he's got a .39 ERA in 4 career starts. And I think the Pirates, in all 4 of those games that he's started against the Reds, they've outscored Cincinnati 20-1. So it's almost like you've got to hold on until you get to the Pirate bullpen, and that's where the Reds could potentially win it late.
Well, do you have any information on this game? Like, how long do you think Skeens is possibly going to go? Books are, for the second straight start at least, they're not even offering an outs prop for him tonight.
Yeah, hearing Derek Shelton, my old hitting coach in Cleveland, of course, former Buccos manager, he was talking about how Skeens knows what this moment is. And it is pretty clear he's made the indication that he wants to go as long as possible because for all intents and purposes, guys, that this is it. This is probably his last start if they want to extend him out like that. So I'd be mindful, of any outs or anything, but a first 5 might be something to look at there. We're back to DeGrom numbers, guys, with the 3.5 autoplay, the under there. This is a heavyweight fight, man. Everything you could hope for.
Yeah. Quickly, back to the Yankees, the Blue Jays, Red Sox, all that stuff being played tonight. Can I interest you in the Yankees at plus 240 to win the division?
You could, for sure. And I think rather I would roll money lines here. If they get in the wild card series here, Mitch, I think that's what I would do. I think the Yankees are pretty dangerous right now. Toronto needs home field more than any other team in the American League, I think, just with where they are from a pitching staff standpoint.
Agreed. You can catch Jensen and Dave Ross every morning, Monday through Friday, on VSiN by the books at 7 a.m. Eastern right here on VSiN. Thanks, my man. That was awesome. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Anytime. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
He was on the Progressive guest line. I'll expand on Crochet taking on Scherzer. I think there is a bet to make tonight involving Crochet and the Red Sox and how bad Mad Max has been. That's next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
All right, so there's one day game in action as we speak, Major League Baseball. Brewers are playing at the Padres, and Milwaukee just scored a run in the top of the 7th inning. They have taken a 2-1 lead against San Diego. They are currently minus 265 or so on the money line to win the game. And maybe something here happens as well. Total in the game is 5.5. It popped back up because it disappeared for a minute. I thought maybe something happened here as we're on delay watching this game. But so this is still a big game for the Padres. A game and a half back of the Dodgers in the National League West.
It's been sitting right there for them. Couldn't take advantage.
For 3 months.
Yep. Tough. And I couple that with the comments earlier that they plan on sitting people in the final series against Arizona.
Sure.
Which is huge news for Arizona and bad news for the Mets and Reds as well.
That almost makes me want to take the Diamondbacks at 6-1 to make the playoffs. So I'll expand on this Blue Jays Red Sox game here. It's Crochet going for Boston. Mad Max Scherzer is going for the home team tonight. So if you go back and look, since August 25th, that is Scherzer's last 5 starts. Overall, the record is 1-2, Pauly. He has pitched 20 innings. That's it in those 5 starts. He's allowed 27 hits, 21 runs, 7 taters. He's walked 8, only struck out 21. The ERA in that time is 9.45, and the FIP is 6.79. In those 5 starts, Max Scherzer allowed 4 earned runs or more in 4 of the 5. And in his last start against Kansas City, that was the 20-1 bloodbath at the hands of the Royals. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 7 hits, 7 earned runs, and 2 home runs right away in the first inning. So you tie that in with the Red Sox being here at circa $1.21 favorite. And there's this note on Garrett Crochet. In every game that he has started so far this year, right, only twice has he fanned fewer than 5 batters. That was his first start of the entire year, all the way back on March 27th. He only had 4 Ks against Texas in that game. And then earlier this month, against this juggernaut we now know of the Cleveland Guardians, September 2nd, he gave up, or he only had 4 Ks in that game. Those are the only 2 appearances this year where he's had below 5 Ks. So tonight, to build the same game parlay, Garrett Crochet 5+ Ks, and the Red Sox to win the game is plus 110. What do you think? Do you like them to win? I mean, these
guys have been unbelievable as a home dog, but I can't trust Scherzer.
That's the point.
But also, Crochet's on 4 days rest. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers here that put you. Yeah, I know. I'd have to back Crochet.
The earned run prop when I looked a little while ago tonight for Mad Max was 1.5 earned runs allowed.
Good angle.
Over was minus 185.
Yeah, good angle.
And I know people who are betting the Red Sox team total over in this game, just saying it's a total fate of Scherzer here.
Yeah, and the offense has gone south, and the bats have gone quiet for Toronto at the wrong time as well. So the great home record. Starters have an ERA of almost 7 going back. He's 6-0 last 6. The Red Sox are 6-0 in his last 6 starts. He's got a 1-3-1 against Toronto. And as I said earlier, maybe they're the best team in baseball. 8-12 in extra innings, 21-26 in 1-run games, and a ridiculous amount of blown saves. So this is such a huge series and big game because the Yankees are a $4 favorite tonight, and they're going to win. The Yankees can get the 1 seed. They have the tiebreaker over Seattle. That's in play. They're on a 27-12 run. Madness with 5 days left. But I'm with you with the anti-Scherzer stuff here. And it just seemed, what has happened offensively? It's been a bad job the last 6 games.
And here's the deal. It's a long season, man. Yeah. And the twists and turns that we see, I mean, look no further again than what's going on in Detroit and Cleveland. I mean, it just, the Guardians, not that long ago, had a 10-game losing streak. Like they'd be if they avoided like the pitfalls this year. Now then I had to come back and say, well, what about this hot streak? But if they would have avoided a couple of those like really long windows where they had landmines like every day and they were losing games, they'd probably be in the mix for the 1 seed in the American League. So, and again, that's the team that traded Bieber and then had 2 guys in the back end, including Class A, kicked off the team.
Yeah.
So the Blue Jays, by the way, have 90 wins. And as of right now, they're the 1 seed. But the way that they finished the year, Red Sox, Tampa Bay after this, like I think there's an angle here where the Seattle Dodgers series to close the year could be massive on both fronts. Because maybe that 1 seed's still going to be in play for Seattle. And then quite possibly here, and does it look like the Padres got something going now?
Yep.
They got runners on first and second, nobody out.
Yep.
So maybe that division's still up in the air. And by the way, that's when San Diego will have to change their mind. Like if they win this game right now and the Dodgers lose tonight, then forget about anything they said last night. They're playing to win the division.
Yeah, you got a day off too tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Cleveland has the tiebreakers over Houston, Detroit, and the Yankees. They lose it to Seattle and Boston. Detroit has the tiebreaker over Houston and the Yankees. They don't have it over Toronto and Cleveland. Houston loses all tiebreakers. Pretty much. Cleveland, Seattle, Boston, and Detroit. They are up against it, and it's essentially a must-win tonight with Hunter Brown. How about that angle? 20 days ago, they had a 4-game lead. Now they're 4 back. And now it's over. Seattle's magic number's 1. I think you get a huge performance out of Seattle tonight, and they rough up an all-time bad team. The Rockies are the 3rd team since 1900 in the National League. Did he just bunt? Are you kidding? Did he sacrifice bunt?
He did.
Oh.
Did he pop it up?
No, he got it down.
Okay.
But it's 2 on, nobody out. He bunts.
You gotta love it.
Oh my God. Okay. Where was I? Why would you bunt?
You were talking about the Rockies.
Yeah. So Seattle on the run line. Haven't won the division since 2001. Everything you said last night, they were going crazy.
Loved it.
With the comeback. That'll be a madhouse. The last time they won the division, Brady hadn't started a game yet in the NFL. 4th longest streak, right up there with the longest division streaks, the drought rather. And I think they'll take them out, and Castillo will throw a good game, and they'll have no problems getting to Gordon.
Let me give this real quick.
Okay.
Because the Mariners struck out 10 times last night.
Okay.
I'll tie it in right now.
You think they're too amped up?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
And VSiN.com, our buddies over at Ballpark Pal, they do the K projections, right? I look at it every single day. Well, Tanner Gordon tonight going for the Rockies. They projected his line to be 5.5. and they project him overall, meaning that's what they thought the books would open him up at. They project him for 5.46 Ks in this game. You can get over 5.5 Ks at plus 245. Ballpark Pal made that number plus 108. So they have a 65.8% value on his K prop over. Earlier today, I don't have the current number in front. I can get it here, but they had plenty of books were offering 4.5 Ks, like over plus 130 on him. So that's the number one over prop that they like for K's tonight is Tanner Gordon. But once I saw that last night and they were striking out left and right, I'm like, yeah, they're a little wound up here. And then also, like, the legend continues for Cal Raleigh. Right after the game, he gets on the mic in front of the entire stadium.
Right.
And he pulls out the major league. Might as well go win the whole bleeping thing.
Yeah.
Laughs.
That's great.
And then the announcer at one point, like 20 seconds, oh, we apologize for that. Enjoy the moment. Come on. It's a great throwback to the best baseball movie ever made.
I know. Okay. I think you got to go under with what Jensen said with this Reds game now.
Well,
with the Skeens numbers,
and
Hunter Green's been awesome.
Yep. That little note right there is going to make me stay away from any Skeens props.
Okay. Yep.
That he said.
All right. What else are you looking at?
Well, I'm invested big time now in the Yankees to win the division.
They're $4 tonight. Minus 170 on the run line.
So 2.5. You might not even get plus money on that.
Where's my free numbers? 5-0 with a 1.60 last 6. And he's going to lock up most wins if he gets this done.
If he gets it tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unless Crochet has to go again over the weekend. And he wins tonight.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And do you want to take Hunter Brown? Boy, the Astros, they had 3 base hits. That's it. Yeah, they had 3 singles. Who's got the best bullpen ERA since the break?
I believe it's the Ace.
You are correct.
And they traded Mason Miller. They have the fewest blown saves since the All-Star break in all of baseball.
So he's allowed he's 10 straight starts, 2 earned runs or fewer with a 1.76. Not his problem. I season on the line, I think they get it done, and it's kind of a little anti-Severino. But boy, they've been bad. Think you know sports? It's time to get paid for it. Yeah, in your face. In your face. Now there's 2 outs, and now the bases are loaded. You don't give up an out. That's stupid. And now they're not going to score, I bet. You don't give up an out. Well, that's stupid.
Here, let me look at the betting odds.
They're not going to get the running. And you also got to, when you do that, you got to look at who's behind you, because then I can pitch around guys. All right. Think you know sports? It's time to get paid for it. Better Picks, a daily fantasy app where your sports knowledge turns into real cash fast. Download the Better app, pick more or less on your favorite player stats, and if your pick hits, you win. New users get a free $10 just for signing up. No deposit required. You can earn up to $200 in bonuses. Head to better.app, BETR, or download Better in the app or Google Play Store. Code VSiN for your free money and deposit bonus.
We'll get some best bets in the NFL and college football for the week coming up next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Padres never scored.
Of course.
So they trail now 2-1 going to the 8th. Had runners on first and second, nobody out. You heard Pauly, if you were with us last segment, screaming, sacrifice bunt. Good job. This is not 1981 that we're living in anymore. We head out here to the Progressive Guest Line, get some best bets in the NFL and college football. Matt Youmans joins the program. A couple things here, Matt. It's now Wednesday. What are we, like 72 hours removed from the worst NFL regular season beat that I can ever remember, with the Rams not covering against the Eagles? Are you over that yet? And can you find yourself betting on them again this week against the Colts?
Boy, no, I'm not over it. And I don't know if it's the worst I've ever seen or worst I've ever had, but I know it's bottom 5. And I didn't sit around trying to rank them because it's just more misery. It's going to take a while to get over that one. I mean, you got to move on. You got to try to be resilient, bounce back. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to bounce back with the Rams again this week. I do like them this week. I'm laying 3.5 against I rarely ever lay 3.5, but I'm laying the field goal on the hook here with the Rams against the Colts. I think you're going to see Sean McVay, Matthews, Stafford, and the Rams focus on closing out an opponent this week. This is going to be a big emphasis. They were up 26-7 in that game, and you can't fall asleep at the wheel at that point. You score one more time, you can put the Eagles away, and they coasted to the finish line, and that was part of the problem to set us up for that bad beat. So I think the Rams will be more focused on closing out this week. And also, to me, it's a reality check for Indiana Jones and the Colts. They beat the Dolphins, they beat the Titans, two of the worst teams in the NFL. They did take care of business against those bad teams. But Daniel Jones is not this good. The Colts are not this good. I'm not saying the Colts are a crappy team or anything like that. I think they're a little bit better than we thought. But they're not this good, and I think they get a reality check in L.A. against the Rams.
Good game tomorrow. Big loss for Arizona as Connor's out for the year. Seahawks now favored. Darnold looks good. JSN has been awesome. What do you think of Seattle and Arizona tomorrow?
I played the Seahawks plus 1.5. I was planning to put them on a teaser too, a plus 7.5. I didn't get that in time, and now Seattle's a 1 or 1.5 point favorite. But I still like the Seahawks. Again, I don't think a lot of people realize Seattle's got the number 2 scoring defense in the NFL right now, 15.7 points a game. Number 5 scoring offense, 29.3 points a game. They're throwing the ball exceptionally well. They're doing a lot of things well. You watched the Baltimore Ravens on Monday night, and that defense was bad. And Mike McDonald is missed. And McDonald's going to be a rising star as a coach. I love the way the Seahawks are playing D, and I think they're going to suffocate the Cardinals here. Kyler Murray's having accuracy issues with his passing. James Conner's down. They don't have much of a running attack. And I don't know what's wrong with Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's lost. Arizona had 260 total yards and 4.1 yards per play against the Niners defense. It was all banged up. This is better Seattle defense. I like the Seahawks on Thursday night.
Great breakdown. Great knowledge. That's a Paul Bovey breakdown right there. Excellent with all those stats. Did you play a teaser?
I did play a teaser. I think this is the best one this week. Packers on Sunday night, Broncos on Monday night. Packers off a bad loss in Cleveland. And, boy, that was just inexcusable, the way Jordan Love and the Packers blew that game. So I think you're going to focus Packers team coming on the road on Micah Parsons night. And the Cowboys are a mess right now. Big Mike McCarthy's gone, but the coaching staff looks just as clueless as it was in the past. Matt Eberflus is a fool. That was a bad hire as defensive coordinator. He got embarrassed in Chicago. Right now, C.D. Lamb's out. You're down another offensive lineman. You're down Deron Bland, your best player in the secondary. Put no pressure on the passer. I think the Packers might roll in that game Sunday night. But let's play Packers on a teaser with the Broncos, who, you know what, the Broncos are this close to being 3-0, and they're 1-2. And I think you're going to get a really focused Broncos performance Monday night, too. So I think that's the best teaser on the board, Packers-Broncos.
Somebody sent me a photo of Chris McIntosh, the Wisconsin AD, watching a game in the booth with Mike McCarthy. And they're like, here we go. Let's get this started. McCarthy to the Badgers. I'd jump off Hoover Dam.
What?
Yes, somebody sent me that today.
Oh, God.
There's no chance. Mike McCarthy is so lazy. You have to be highly motivated, ambitious and highly motivated to be successful as a college coach right now because of the recruiting and fundraising and everything involved. Mike McCarthy is lazy. He has no interest. That would be a total failure.
Absolutely. What a schedule we have, Matt. We're talking to Matt Youmans here on the Progressive Guest Line, VSiN Host, at Matt Youmans 24/7 on X. What a schedule we have in college football. Do you think the Washington Huskies are a home dog this week against Ohio State?
I do. And by the way, you said the schedule in college football is awesome. And it is. This is going to be one of the best Saturdays of the season. I think the schedule's loaded with great games. And that said, on the Friday night contest show on the Circa Friday Football Invitational, I've got 3 of the best college football handicappers around lined up for that show. We might get a couple more guests, but I've got Kenny White in studio. We're going to have Chris the Bear Felica on the phone. He's going to be in Champaign for the USC-Illinois game. I've got Brett McMurphy, America's College Football Insider, on the show Friday night as well, so tune in for that, 4 p.m. Pacific. The Huskies are live dogs in Seattle. I really think so. Again, Julian Sand, freshman quarterback for the Buckeyes, making his first ever start on the road. And how good is Ohio State right now? We don't really know because they skated by Texas, or they basically sneaked by Texas in that first game, 14-7. But what we've found out since then is that Texas team's just not that good. Arch Manning, nowhere near living up to the hype. So when you look at the box score in that game, Ohio State was held to 200 yards. I think 202 in that game against Texas and was outgained. Well, we're going to go on the road for the first time after playing Grambling in Ohio, and I watched the Ohio State game 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
It was 23-9 early in the third quarter. Buckeyes were really struggling with their offense. So you go on the road to face a Huskies team coached by Jed Fish that's rolling offensively behind Damon Williams, who's a dual-threat quarterback. He's got about 200 yards rushing, 700 passing, has yet to throw a pick. You've got playmakers at running back, at receiver. I like this Washington team a lot. Mitch, you've been up there. You know this is one of the toughest venues in college football. It's one of the best and strongest home fields. I took 8.5 with Washington last night, and I think 8 might be the best you can find in the market right now. But I do think the Huskies are live. They could pull the upset in that game. Trinidad
Chambliss will start again for Ole Miss. They're favored against LSU. Do you want the Rebels?
I do. I've already bet the Rebels. Circa has pick, and I definitely played Ole Miss here. You know, we weren't sure what the drop-off was going to be when Austin Simmons went down at quarterback for Ole Miss. Turns out there might not be any drop-off at all. Might have been a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
And Kiffin's got 2 quarterbacks he can win with. And when you look at LSU, Brian Kelly's been really cranky. All the questions about the offense, why is it underperforming, underwhelming? And, well, it has been. Those are fair questions. Through the first 3 games, LSU averaged 20 points per game on offense. Garrett Nussmeier had 3 TD passes in 3 games. And you struggle. You were lucky to beat Florida 20-10 when DJ Lagway threw 5 picks. So I think this LSU team's got some issues. Lane Kiffin, this has been a back-and-forth series where the home team typically wins in the LSU Ole Miss series. And I like what I'm seeing from the Ole Miss offense. Now, Mississippi might have a couple issues on defense, but LSU's got a subpar running attack and really not clicking in the passing attack right now. So I like Kiffin and the Rebels, and I'm sure you guys saw that photo on Twitter of Lane Kiffin's daughter with the LSU linebacker, right?
I did. I saw that.
More motivation for Lane Kiffin.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Stone came on yesterday, and he gave out a great reason why he likes the over in Air Force Hawaii. You also have a bet on this game. What did you do with it?
Who was on? Who liked the over?
Paul Stone likes the over in the game.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Hawaii's or Air Force is going to do a lot of scoring in this game. And so from that perspective, I didn't hear Paul's whole analysis, but I would probably agree with it. Liam Zark has stepped in at quarterback last week for the Falcons. They put up 514 yards and 37 points against Boise, and they controlled the ball for 36 minutes time of possession. You got Dylan Carson, who's a pretty good running back, Cade Harris, pretty good wide receiver. I like this Air Force offense a lot more than I did 2 weeks ago. And when you look at Hawaii, we've been on Tim Murray and I have been on Hawaii as a home dog on a couple of spots here so far. And actually, one spot as a short home favorite last week as a home dog. And that game went down to the wire, 23-21 against Fresno. Micah Alejado came back and played probably the worst game of his life. Threw 3 picks, didn't look like himself. Hawaii offensive line's not playing all that well. And Hawaii has 0 rushing touchdowns in 5 games, and also is playing for the 6th consecutive week. I thought it looked like a Hawaii team that was out of gas on Saturday night. I think Air Force is going to roll by double digits in Colorado Springs. Tough trip, too, when you're playing 6 weeks in a row and you have to travel from Honolulu to Colorado Springs.
No question. Mm-hmm. And by the way, the contest, again, I noticed that Frank B. and Anthony Curtis went 7-0 last week. They lead right now in the contest. Thanks, Matt. Best of luck this week.
You bet. Thanks.
Save 40% on our football season special. Follow the money promo code FTM. Full access, everything we do across every sport through the Super Bowl. Lock it in now. 40% off code FTM. VSiN.com/subscribe.
We'll update the live betting numbers in this dramatic Brewers and Padres game and run down in-pocket plays next here on VSiN.
To determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're out.
Well, as you know, baseball's a tough racket. And we can kick this around next week.
What are you talking about?
How many bullpens do you trust? I mean, there's not a lot right now. It's especially in the National League. It's a tire fire. Chapman winner, total bases. I think that was it 2. I think that did that push? He had a double. I think
Well, 2+ is
2
good.
plus, yeah. Okay. Oh, 2+. Sorry. Thank you. Correct. Phillies on a run line, 3-0 in the 8th. The bullpen blows it. Condolences if he had side and/or total in that one. And bad read. But who knows with that Springer at bat? That is a ball. And if that's called a ball, which it was, who knows what happens. In any event, loser. Great job by Giolito. Top 5 ROI and a big win for the Red Sox. The pending. Reds to make the playoffs. This was Monday. Bad start yesterday. 6-1 Cubs in the 5th. Oh, Horton pulled, and then they blow that. Red Sox to miss 6-1. Huge favorites now that everything broke their way yesterday.
Some books pulled them, actually, I noticed.
Yeah, right. Big movement because they have tiebreakers over these teams, and they picked up a game. JSN to have 80 yards tomorrow, $1.30. Darnold, 220+ passing, $1.15. Arizona, all kinds of issues. Bottom 3 against the pass, and they faced Rattler, Bryce Young, and Mac Jones. Rams Lane 3 next Thursday. What a game against the 49ers. Last time we're going to do this. A lot of baseball.
Do you mean until tomorrow?
Well, I had a feeling here.
You're not going to be able to stop.
No.
That's my bet. Can I bet on that?
Okay. Wells has been good. Half unit on the Orioles. 1-0 Tampa. Orioles coming up. Bottom of first. It's also a fade of Boz in this one. Dodgers are getting a big break here again. It's right there for the Padres, and they don't throw Priester. You give up 2 runs, and you're going to lose at home. That stupid bunt. 2-1 Brewers in the 9th. But I like Snell and the Dodgers tonight. They can pretty much take a stranglehold on the division if they win tonight, assuming the Padres lose this game. Is that gone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. They serve. That's a
double-decker right there.
That's 4-1 now, Milwaukee. Snell and the Dodgers to get it done on.
The Padres were just minus 1,500 plus 1.5 runs. You could have bet the Brewers on the run line and gotten, I think it was at least 7 or 8 to 1. I'm watching it live right now.
Wow. It's a bet. So the bet on Hunter Brown and a fade on Severino. I understand must win doesn't mean must bet, but this season is on the line for the Astros tonight. Hunter Brown, 10 straight starts, 2 earned runs or fewer with a 1.76. Mariners, it should be Woodstock tonight. $1.30 on the run line. They haven't won the division since 2001. They are taking on one of the worst teams in history. The Rockies are the 3rd team in the National League since 1900 to lose 115 games, and this guy they're throwing is awful tonight. And Blue Jays, I think that's tomorrow. Blue Jays tomorrow. It's Bieber against Bayo, who's been terrible. And the Cubs tomorrow, that's Imanaga going for the Cubbies. And I just put it out there. It's up to you. How creative you want to get with the Yankees tonight. This kid that the White Sox are throwing, in half of his starts in AAA, he didn't get out of the first inning. And the Yankees are right there for the 1 seed and the division. This kid might need a diaper. Yankees $4 and $1.70 on the run line. However creative you want to get with props, team totals, whatever. This kid was a tire fire in AAA.
Okay, a couple things here. Paul Howard last week on the show, and I quote,
Yes.
I hate betting baseball.
Yes. That's true. That's yes.
So here you go. You should do a round robin, by the way, if you like them that much. You like 3s and 4s on these games.
That's not bad. Okay. Yeah.
And then number 2, I'm just going to ask you one last time. Can you update the Woodstock reference?
What do you mean about having a good time and partying? That's not a crowd reference.
It's like 60 years ago.
Well, we had one in 94 and 99. Remember they burned the place down in 99.
But people don't remember that.
99, there's a great documentary on it.
You're talking about the one in 69, man. Free love, baby. That's the one that you're always.
I wasn't talking about people getting naked. I was just talking about it's going to be a good. Okay.
All right.
What do you want me to say?
Well, I'll think of it, but we got to have something that's been like, in our lifetime. Okay, so you know what? Also, here we go. I'm coming out of my brief baseball betting retirement, and I ran this down a little bit earlier. Mad Max hasn't been pretty for pretty much a month now. In 4 of his last 5 starts, he's allowed 4+ earned runs. And against the Royals, 2/3 of an inning, 7 earned, 2 home runs. He's been terrible. On the flip side, Crochet, 17 wins on the year. And I ran this down. Only twice this year has he had fewer than 5 strikeouts in a game. One was on opening day for him, March 27th. He had 4 against Texas. And the last time, it was earlier this month, actually, against Cleveland. And they got to him. Good. They got him. They tagged him for 7 runs in that game. He only struck out 4. But that's it. Every other game he's had at least 5. So I'll go Crochet, 5+ Ks, Red Sox win plus 110.
All right. Think sports, start getting paid for it. Better Picks, a daily fantasy sports app where your sports knowledge turns into cash. Sign up today. Get free money. No deposit needed. When you do deposit, you earn up to $200 in bonuses. Plus, for NFL kickoff, Better's giving you $40 for every friend you bring in. Download Better in the app or Google Play Store. Head to BETR.app, Better.app, promo code VSiN for your free money and deposit bonus, BETR.
All right, so coming up for the Padres, Bogarts, by the way, grounded out to third to end the 8th. My God, was he running slowly over to first.
Piano on his back.
They have O'Hearn, who was 2 for 3 today.
Oh,
Laureano.
he is on fire. Oh, he's 11 for his last 19.
Now, if they get out of this here, it'll be 3-1 going to the bottom of the 9th. So, again, O'Hearn, Laureano, and then unless they pinch hit, it looks like Johnson's going to be at the plate. Do you think that you've been saying this now throughout the entire show, right? It's been part of the conversation. Whose bullpens can you trust here? Can they get 1 run? Two different ways, right? Yeah. Plus 1.5 runs, they're almost 3-1 right now, or over 4.5 runs is plus 240.
Well, give me the 3-1.
I would actually maybe
give me the 3-1. Milwaukee's down to their final strike here.
Yeah, I think I'd look at the over just because I don't want the Padres to score 2 runs, and then they go to extra innings, and the Brewers have like 7 runs.
That could happen. This is a bad loss. Well, this is a bad
I would
loss.
agree. They've had their opportunities the entire time.
God, the Dodgers, they're begging to get caught. Begging. I'll tell you, Rich in Canada, our guy Rich, he's got one of these future parlays that pays like 400,000 to 1. They limited him because the payout was so astronomical. He's got all these. He's got the Brewers, the Blue Jays, Seattle, San Diego. They say Brewers? Yeah. He's got all these teams to win these. He's got Cleveland. It's the stuff that he has and the stuff that he's already hit with some of the small stuff and what he could hit.
Wait, so did you on that? You bet the Blue Jays tomorrow, right? You just had it in pocket.
That's tomorrow.
Okay,
that's Bieber going.
I just got a note that they're not pitching him tomorrow.
He's not going now.
So
did you just list it?
Did you list the pitcher or?
Oh.
Let me see here.
What'd they do that for?
Yep, there you go. Push back to Friday.
Oh, God.
He's not going to go on the game tomorrow.
It's still listed up here. Okay.
It looks like Barrios is an option to go. So they're going to save him for the Tampa Bay series.
Well, Bayo's been terrible. But they're still showing it at DK.
Yeah, that was on.
I don't. Yeah, they're going to be playing games down the stretch. That's right.
Oh no, there are baseball reporters who have it as well.
But okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I'm not calling you a liar. I believe you.
Well,
yeah,
I think that you kind of were.
No,
but that's okay.
Yeah, we still got a rain delay in Cleveland, and we're already at the top of the second. I don't think what's going to happen in this Reds game. This has got 2-1 written all over it. 6.5 under -130. Skeens against Green. We go to the top of the second.
Yeah, I want to know. So there's that angle again. If he gets through 3, allows nothing, he'll have a sub-2 ERA? Do they yank him? Does he want to come out of the game?
Yeah. I trust Jensen Lewis sources about he knows the moment, how big this is, and this is it.
I would hope so. I mean,
I would try to at least go 5. Remember, what was it? Was it last year when Yankee Stadium on a Saturday? 2 days left in the regular season, everyone there to see him? It's okay, that's it.
I believe so,
I think he went 3 innings or 4 innings.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
But that's the kind of thing, right? Like the integrity of the game.
Yes.
With the Reds still fighting for a playoff shot,
He's got to go 5.
I think it's kind of Bush League if he goes out there and gets 3 innings, and then, that'll do it for me. I'll see you next year.
Who's the guy who did that for the Brewers? Didn't they pull...
The Mets did it to Jose Reyes when he won the batting title years ago.
Okay, that was one, too. I think the Milwaukee guy was with strikeouts. They protected him.
Stay tuned. Matt Brown, Mike Somich, next VSiN Primetime for 4 hours. Good luck betting tonight. We'll see you.